For the Pixel lovers out in the world, anybody that's basically hashtag Team Pixel, I want to let you know that this got the 8 Pro and the phone 2 here. Just wanted to let you know now that I've been using this basically for the last week. I really strongly believe this is a very good, basically like a Pixel replacement. If you are a Pixel lover, right? You don't like Samsung, it's too much. The screen bothers you as far as the brightness or the colors that it displays, which I'm sure it's a very few people like my wife out there can't use Samsung. But for all you Pixel lovers out there, right? You've always used a Pixel, your hashtag Team Pixel. Well, I'm here to tell you that the Nothing Phone 2 is a very strong, not only competitor, but a strong replacement possibility for you and why you should consider it. Now, look, these are pretty closely spec'd, right? Just right off the bat, software, right? It's the software. You love the Pixel experience. Well, I'm here to tell you the Nothing Phone 2, and we'll get in it when I flip them over. The Nothing Phone 2 basically looks and feels just like a Pixel. Now, the obvious difference between the two, when I say software, is the next thing that comes to mind is updates. Now, both of these have a beta program. If you love running beta software like I do, or like this house does, you're in luck. The Nothing Phone 2 has an open beta program. You are free to join whenever you want to, just like the Pixel series, and it is very, very stable. Been running it for the last few days as this one. Both of these are on the beta program. Both of them are running flawlessly. There is one hiccup, and I'll see if I can get it to activate, but it's not a big deal. Updates. This, what was it, 7 years? They announced when this was released, Google said, yo, we're going to update these for 7 years. And that's not just security patches, that's actual software updates. So you get 7 years of updates on the Pixel. This Nothing Phone is confirmed at 4 years of software updates and security patches. Now, if you're like me who get new phones all the time, or not necessarily new phones all the time, if you're just an average person that upgrades once a year, or even once every 2 years, and I know there's some out there that keep their phones a little longer, maybe 3 years, possibly 4 years, which drops off, I'm sure. But look, there's people out there that I know have a Note 20 Ultra, right? And that's been, 4 years out. So this will get 4 years of updates, and who knows, there is a strong aftermarket community. If you love this device and you want to hang on it for longer than 4 years, I still believe this will be a beast. A very good, dependable phone. Over 4 years, look, there is an aftermarket community, and there's where you can download and flash custom ROMs if you want to, if you get into year 5 or year 6, which is pushing it, right? So look, you got 7 years of software updates on here. You got 4 years of software updates on here. And that 4 years covers, it covers 99% of people, I think. Maybe it's a little high, but probably 90% of people out there. It's a difference, but it shouldn't be that big of a decision maker. Look, Google obviously sets the standard when updating security patch wise once a month, and they've been doing that for years. Nothing, I can tell you, is on par with Google in their software and or security patch monthly updates, as well as Samsung. Samsung has been right there with Google updating their devices. Now, not necessarily software-wise, right, because my S23 Ultra just got Android 14, but I can guarantee you every month you're going to get a security patch. And it's not a month behind like Motorola or OnePlus does. No, the Nothing Phone 2 and the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra get the current month's security patch every month. They don't skip every other month like Motorola does, or they're always a month or two behind like OnePlus does. Oh, we update monthly. Yeah, but we're on what? October, November, and your security patch OnePlus is on like freaking July or August. So, don't have to worry about that. So software wise, is on par with the Pixel. And this Nothing Phone 2 basically has all the good features that the Pixel 8 Pro does. And we'll get to cameras in a second, because you can say, well, I love the Pixel because of the outstanding photos the Pixel takes. That is true, and one of the reasons why I love using my Pixel. However, this camera system, 50 megapixel camera system, dual 50 megapixel camera system, has drastically improved, gotten better over the last 4 months since this device has been released. It started out pretty shaky, and I have proof. Go back in our video history, and in fact, I was very underwhelmed and dissatisfied with the samples that I was getting out of my Nothing Phone 2. Now, they've updated tremendously these sensors on this device, and now you can get really, really good photos out of here. I'm in the middle of doing a camera test between the Nothing Phone 2, the Pixel 8 Pro, and my S23 Ultra, which I'm filming on. And I can honestly tell you, if I didn't label, like when I snap a picture and then I'll go in and edit, well, I don't edit the photo. I want it as original as possible, but what I do is tag it. So I'll tag that photo Phone 2, or I'll tag this photo Pixel, or I'll tag the S23 Ultra as S23. Just so when I do, make my final cut, my final video in my editing software, I can pair the photo and see, okay, this one is, I can tell which photo is which, right? If I did not do that, there are some photos where I wouldn't know which phone was which. So that just goes to show you, and is proof that you can have confidence in Nothing with their support for this phone. They are right there with Google, because Google's notorious for updating their devices as they go on and getting better and better. And speaking of that, my S23 Ultra has tremendously upgraded the videos, and as far as the quality and the camera samples, it's just been outstanding. So Nothing is right there with Google as far as they're getting better with updates. I'll show, I'll do a camera comparison test here in the future, so please subscribe to the channel so I can show you proof that these sensors are very good. They're very, very good sensors. Now, when it comes to performance, right? This has got 12 gigs of RAM, 256. This has got 12 gigs of RAM, 256. And I recently did a benchmark test between these two. And this actually scored higher than the Pixel 8 Pro in some benchmarking tests. So that goes to show you it is a very well and optimized CPU, GPU, and software experience. Now let's get to software experience, because you can basically mirror the stock Pixel look and feel as far as software on this device, right? So look, with some cool added features, right? You can do the glyph, you can do the lights on here and all that cool stuff, but we're talking about regular usability, comparing it to a Pixel. So here it shows you the let's see, here it shows you the software, right? My Pixel 8 Pro, Android 14, and it's on the October security patch. And the Nothing Phone 2, Android 14, October security patch. Right on par. Now let's go home, right? Now, you tell me, minus this weather widget, it looks basically the same, right? Well, this is a stock. Now look, when you start the phone, you can choose, and you can go into settings and change it after. Do you want the Nothing look and feel where it's got like the monochrome outlined icons, or do you want the stock, what does it say, Android or stock? It doesn't say Pixel, but it says, do you want the stock Android look or feel, or do you want the Nothing look and feel? So the Nothing look and feel, like I said, has the watch. Let's see, customization, icon pack. You can have the Nothing look and feel, where all of the icons are basically black and white. You're right, in kind of a monochrome or type of deal. But no, I go and default is the like Pixel launcher. So that goes to show you that the look and feel is basically the same. The camera sensor's in the same place. The screen size is in the same. Is the same, 6.7 inches for both devices. Let's see. The charging speeds are faster on the Nothing Phone 2. Pull down menu. Let me erase that crap. Pull down menu. Now this is stock. I haven't changed anything. Looks pretty similar, right? Guess I can't exit out of that, but a little different as far as what you see here, but fairly similar, right? You wouldn't be able to tell. And I think this is the only bug I could find in the beta version, Android 14, Nothing Phone 2, is when you go to settings and you want to search something in settings, your keyboard doesn't come up. Now, when you restart the device, it'll work fine, but every now and then the keyboard won't pop up. But other than that, that's all I could find as far as bug-wise on the beta software for the Nothing Phone 2. Battery life, phenomenal on both devices. Absolutely, just cannot say anything better. Battery life, I'm getting like 10 hours of screen on time on this Pixel. It's insane. And I'm getting about 9 on here. Both would be like records for me for any device I've ever had. So I cannot say any more words that would describe how happy I am with the battery life, right? Now, let's see. So let's say you do take a picture, right? And that's one of the big things with Pixels, the great cameras. Now, here's the obviously the stock Pixel camera app, correct? Now here's the stock camera app for the Nothing Phone 2. Looks like that. Now it's not as feature packed as the Pixel camera. Just getting into, we're not going to do a deep dive, but just going into settings, you do have a couple of things, different settings to choose from. You do get more settings on the Pixel 8 Pro as far as just the different options you can choose. 12 megapixel, 50 megapixel, and look, 12 megapixel, 50 megapixel on here. Now, if you want to go into more settings, now hang on one second. I'm just going to show you this because some people have asked. You got your camera settings here. Similar settings, but you have your camera settings there. However, so let's say when you take a picture, right, and you say, well, I like my Pixel because of the Google Photos is the default gallery basically for Pixel. Well, guess what? Nothing Phone 2, same thing, right? It goes to your Google Photos, right? So where is that last picture? Like right here. So look, it goes to Google Photos. Same thing there. Same options, same Google Photos app, same editing options. See? Now, the only little difference is that little AI option down here where it'll modify your pictures using AI. However, this is only Pixel 8 series specific. You won't get that on the 7, the 7 Pro, 7A. It's only on the 8 Pro and 8. Now this one, the Nothing Phone 2 doesn't have it. However, let me go back to a... Do I have a similar photo? Let's see. No, I don't. Sorry, these are personal photos, but so I don't have a. I was gonna have a similar photo, but look. Long story short, edit button's the same. They default to Google Photos, and they back it up to Google Photos. So this is what I'm saying. This is a real Pixel competitor. Like, if you love, again, I'm going to say, if you love Pixels, you really need to consider this device. Now, whether or not you think the lights on the back are gimmicky or not, look, that's up to you. I think it's cool. Actually, I'm messing around with it. I think it's really cool. And something that the Nothing Phone 2 does that the Pixel does not. And some iPhone, look, real quick, same options, right? Actually, it has more options than the Pixel. But look, it's got Magic Eraser right there. Where are we at? Magic Eraser right there. So all the settings, everything are the same. Now, just a quick note. I also use Gallery Go, which is another Google app, which is more of a device-based storage app for your photos and videos. Google Photos, this app, where are we at? Right there, Google Photos right here, that's more of a cloud-based storage, photo storage. Google Gallery is more of a on-device photo and video storage app. Just a side note. However, let me get back to this cool thing that the Pixel does not do. Now, what is that? Check this out. See that? AirPods? Watch. Look at this. Not only connects directly to your Tesla, if you have a Tesla, it has special communications with Tesla and the Nothing Phone that Android Auto and your Pixel will not get. It basically supports Tesla without having to use Android Auto. But look at this. AirPod support. They actually baked in extra support for AirPods. Now, I know you can... technically, you can pair AirPods to an Android device. However, you don't get any real special features or information on your AirPods. Well, with the Nothing Phone 2 and this experimental feature with the AirPod support, you can, it'll show you AirPods icon and battery info in your settings. And I believe there is a widget too that you can throw on your home screen that will show AirPods battery and all sorts of information. And just to show you, or I've already paired it, but watch. See? Already connected. So it'll give you all this info. Really cool that a Pixel or any other Android device does not do. So that just being a quick overview and quick comparison of these two devices, it really struck me today because, to be honest, and I'm a lifelong Pixel user. I think my subscribers know by now. We are hashtag Team Pixel. We are Pixel Superfan members. My whole family has Pixels. But since I've been using this phone over the last week, it's been updated, got the Android 14 beta on it. been taking pictures, really using it. This phone is freaking awesome. I love the look. I love the feel. It's flat edges. Now, the only downside you're going to see about... Oh, another thing. I like that the power button is on one side and the volume is on the other. Look at this. Power and volume is on this one side. Just a quick little preference. But the one thing that you're not going to like about owning this Nothing phone is the case selection is not that great. Even for the Pixel series, as you know, Pixel users know, sometimes some of the big popular case companies or cases that you are used to buying and using kind of sometimes skip out on the Pixel. Well, they definitely skip out on the Nothing phone too. There's no caseology. There are Spigen cases, but there's no casemate, Casetify, Incipio. D brand doesn't make a case for this, so that's one downside with this Nothing phone 2. I actually ordered some cases off of AliExpress, but they do have cases. Don't get me wrong, there are cases, right? Like, look, I got this one right here, this Tudia case for that device. So there are cases, but the selection for the Nothing phone 2 is smaller than the Pixel 8 Pro. So these are two very different looking devices, very striking, right? Like right off the bat, if somebody using this, you're like, whoa, what is that? Now, the Pixel 8 Pro, I've been quoted as saying this may be the very best feeling phone I've ever used in my hand, period, in the history of time. Like the glass back, it's like a frosted glass back. It just looks and feels great. You can rest your finger up here so it doesn't slide in your hand. Very, very good. It's a perfect size. All right, S23 Ultra is ginormous. It's huge. Sometimes I struggle to use it with one hand. But this 6.7 inch size is perfect. Now, this looks awesome and this feels awesome. This glass on the front, obviously nice and smooth. This glass on the back, very, very smooth. This is frosted. You kind of get a frosted feel, right? Like you can tell it's not smooth, but it is smooth. It's kind of a weird feeling. I'm not really describing it too well, but it feels great. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic with no case. But I'm scared to take it out of the house with no case. As you can tell, when in the beginning of the video when I was talking, this is so smooth that over a minute or two, you could kind of slowly see it rotating toward, it's so smooth that you have to be careful when you put it on a counter, it will slide off of a counter. As you can tell, watch on here, watch. I barely lift this mouse pad. Let me see if I can do it. Well, it needs to be flat. That's why it's moving. But long story short, that didn't work out too well. Long story short, be careful if you use this device, right? No. But it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. It fits in your hand perfectly. Looks great. Feels great. Like I said, try to on par with the Pixel. Not many people will tell you that, but that's my honest opinion. Let's see. Now, when we get into pricing, you can get this Pixel brand new. I believe base model is $999, right? They raised the price $100 this year, so basically $1,000 for this. For the Nothing phone 2, the base model for the Pixel is 12 gigs, 128 storage, right? This one's 256, but base model, actually I paid more than, okay, so anyways, base model is 12, 128, and that's $1,000. Base model for this does have an 8 gigabytes RAM variant. So the base model for this would be 8 gigs, 128, and I believe that only comes in the gray color. Now, that brand new, hang on, let me check. Okay, I got the prices right in front of me. Now I'm talking brand new prices. Obviously, you can find this. This has been out for 4 months. You can find this on the aftermarket cheaper. like on Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. This, you can buy it in the carrier or online, right? With the Google Play Store. Amazon, I think, sells this. You can buy this at like T-Mobile, AT&T, stuff like that. This you cannot get at the carrier, but it is unlocked for carrier usage. So if you wanted to buy one of these, you can find one on one of the apps, like I was saying, one of the aftermarket places or on Swappa. But brand new, they do have an 8 gig. They do sell this on Amazon, right? So the Amazon prices are, let's see, the gray 12 gigabyte 250. They don't sell the 8 gig 128 on Amazon. Only the 12 gig version on Amazon. Now the prices will be higher. If you want to buy the 8 gig 128 storage, you have to go to Nothing's website and buy it from Nothing. They do ship fast. However, if you want it on Amazon, they only sell the 12 gigabyte variant. You can get the gray 12 gigabyte 256 model for, they sell the white and the gray. So you can get the white. You can get this one right now on Amazon, 12 gigs, 256 storage for $671 brand new. If you want the 12 gig of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, it goes for $771. So the 12 gig, 512, $771 on Amazon, and the 12 gig 256 model for $671 on Amazon. That's a phenomenal price. So this was, I think, $50 more. So it was like $1,050 for this, right? So you're paying basically $400 less for this device than this. And you're getting almost, as I just described in this video, basically, I'm not going to say the same thing, right? Because there are some differences, but very, very minor. The point of this video was simply to show you, the viewer, that when you are choosing between if you want a new Android device and you want a newer flagship device, that the Nothing Phone 2 should be a strong consideration of yours. If you lean towards Pixel and or you are a lifelong Pixel user, let's say you have a 7 Pro and you want to upgrade and get the 8 Pro, I would strongly consider buying this as well. Now, the last thing I want to get into, if you just absolutely love the camera app and the camera on this Pixel, as everybody does, right? I do have something real quick for you. You can download this Google Pixel camera app onto the Nothing Phone 2. Now, as I told you, the stock photo app is right here. However, if you go and download an app called Gcam, basically short for Google Camera, Gcam, you can have a Pixel experience on the Nothing Phone 2. Now, I've downloaded it and I've been using it right here. And it does use, let's see. Now, it is slightly modified, right? Because they have to make it work here on the Nothing Phone 2. But both camera works and video works. Now, it looks a little different than the Pixel 8 Pro camera app. So this is basically taken from the 7 series and modified for usage on the Nothing Phone 2. The developer said they are currently in development for the Pixel 8 Pro camera app, so it'll look just like this. So it should be out hopefully in about another few weeks, another month. Then you'll have a carbon copy of the 8 Pro camera app ready for the Nothing Phone 2 device. But everything works. Portrait mode, night sight works. You get the different modes here. So you don't have a black screen. So again, all these different modes, time lapse, slow motion, everything works as normal. It's a very, very cool app. So if you absolutely love the camera app on your Pixel. Well, now we have a Pixel camera app for the Nothing Phone 2. So I do appreciate the time. And if you do have any questions, comments, if I forgot to mention something, please let me know. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll get right back to you. We are going to do more comparison videos, more testing. I still have that camera sample video that I'm going to put out where I compare the cameras from these two and the S23 Ultra, which I'm filming on, all together, so we can see just how well the Nothing Phone 2 stacks up against the two best Android phones. So these three are by far the very best Android devices you can get, and we're doing lots of testing. I have cases for this coming in the mail tomorrow. Have a new screen protector coming in tomorrow. So please stay tuned to the channel, and I do appreciate your time. Please have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.